Hello, and welcome. Today, the game we are checking out is Aliens, Colonial Marines. Okay. Bunch of stuff popping up. Don't know what any of this is. Don't care. Brightness? Sure. Whatever. Get me out of here. Campaign. Start new campaign. Soldier. Sure. Wow. It was actually like picking up my voice over there. Like if I was in a voice chat, people would have heard it.
215 E9. Distress. My unit has suffered immense casualties on LV-426 and requests immediate assistance aboard the USS Salako. Of the survivors, myself, 2 human females, one of which is a child, and a damaged synthetic. Consider all Colonial Marines dispatched to LV-426 to be KIA. Repeat, all Marines dispatched to LV-426
So this is a direct sequel to Aliens, then. Very curious. That was Hicks. Who does not make it? Who does not? Well, I mean, he makes it out of Aliens, but unfortunately does not make it to Alien 3. Which, I mean, you know how they, like, went back and they redid, like, Halloween? Like, they just eventually decided, well, we'll retcon everything past Halloween 1, and we'll go back and we'll start over. And they did that, like, multiple times. They retconned the entire story of Halloween.
Rise and shine, Marines. This isn't a drill, and you aren't in Kansas anymore.
I would not mind if they did that to Aliens, to be honest. Like, we're getting, like, Alien Romulus soon, and, like, sure,
Marines,
hopefully it's good.
New recruits, I'm Captain Cruz, and you are my crew on the USS Sephora.
Oh,
We
Sephora.
responded to a distress call sent out 17 weeks ago from the USS Salako. Rhino 2-3 went in first and encountered heavy resistance. You are the last of the battalion to get popped out of cryo. So I don't want to hear any bitching because we let you lugheads sleep in late. Get combat ready. And I'll see
Hey,
you
Lance
in the hangar in
Henriksen.
20 mics.
It said his name, and then I was thinking, like, is Bishop in this? And then I was like, oh no, wait, there's a synth standing right there. Don't blind me, get that out of my eyes.
Corporal Christopher Winter, 118th Battalion aboard the USS Sephora.
This is Mr. Protagonist, I take it. Which, I didn't think to check for subtitles before I went in here.
I'm sending in Rhino 2-1 to reinforce 2-3. How you feeling, kid?
I'm feeling good, Captain. But I'm worried about 2-3.
That's good, because I'm sending you in to catch up with Rhino 2-1. We're trying to get the Salako flight recorder so we can see who caused this.
Sir, what happened in there?
We shit the bed.
We'll see.
Attention, chicks and dicks of the USS Sephora. As of right this second, Rhino 2-1 and Rhino 2-3 are fighting to get a hold of the situation we're in. We don't leave Marines behind. Over the next 2 hours, we're gonna send a series of dropships over to aid with Kazovac on the USS Salako.
Sir, the Salako was reported last seen over Fury 161. How is it back over this planet?
Lieutenant Reed, thanks for the interruption. We don't know how that boat got back here. Right now, we're worried about what's killing our Marines in there. This is a liquid situation. Information to follow as it comes online. Ready up. Good hunting, Marines. Hoorah, Dash! Hoorah!
As a minor criticism so far, I will say that, I mean, you can only expect so much from video game writing.
What I need right now is
For the most part.
no heroics, no bullshit. I need you to be my eyes in there. Report back anything you see so I know what I'm up against.
But
Roger that. Tell Rhino 2-1 I'm en route to their location.
no one so far has that much personality, right? But like when you watch Aliens and you get introduced to the cast of characters, everybody here has just been kind of like generic Marine. Everybody in Aliens is like exaggerated Marine. Okay, let's see if we can get some subtitles in here. There we go. Great. Okay. Good to know that's there. Wow, this thing moves real weird. Like, the movement, this movement feels very clunky. This feels fine, but this feels like the guy has his legs tied together. Objects in the world that you can interact with will display a blue shimmering highlight. To interact with one, approach it and press X when prompted. For example, press X to use the airlock switch. Hold this for objectives. Aid O'Neill with gas evac. This also is not the smoothest, moving the camera up and down. Oh. Well, I'm dead. I found them. I can go home now.
What happened in there? Raider 6-5, are you in the air yet?
Explosive decompression in the Salako.
Well, imagine moving forward after that.
The umbilical's venting atmo into the black. Looks dicey, sir.
Dicey? Raider, I need grown-up words.
You have 20 minutes before a total collapse. Shut it down.
Winter, you heard the lady. Get to the other side and we're shutting it down.
Continuing on to the Salako. Winter out.
You'd have to be out of your mind to walk to the other end of that after that.
This is O'Neill. We've got casualties and several injured over here. Need a corpsman right away for the downed Marines from Rhino 2-1.
Negative 2-1. That explosion jacked the airlock on our end. We cannot use the umbilical without risking more lives. Sit tight and stabilize our Marines. 2-1, what is the status of 2-3?
Winter. Looks like he sent you over into this mess as well. Pull up your motion tracker. Tell me what you see.
Okay, LB to bring up your motion tracker. It will continuously scan a 180 cone in front of you. Solid blips represent unknown or hostile moving objects, while hollow blips represent allied units. Flashing arrows at the bottom of the display warn of movement behind you. A hex icon represents the location of your current objective.
Got you two here, and I'm reading 2-3 to the south. Beyond the hangar, engineering perhaps.
They moving?
No. Wait. I got an unidentified signal. Something's moving.
Damn it. Sephora actual. It sounds like 2-3 are holding position.
Or they're down.
We're reading unidentified movement in their area. They could be under attack.
You know, this game, I'm already starting to get a vibe from this game.
Winter and I are going to... Damn it.
Sephora actual. I'm heading into rendezvous with 2-3.
Remember what I said about heroics, kid. Actual out.
I'm already starting to get a vibe from this game, being that it kind of feels like that era of PC game, like Doom 3, Quake 4, those kinds of things. It's feeling like those, which I think AVP, the PC game, came out in 1999. AVP 2 came out in 2001. So this obviously came out after those. I don't remember when Doom 3 came out, don't remember when Quake 4 came out, but this one probably missed the boat. It was probably trying to emulate that kind of game, and missed the boat of when they were popular and not seen as behind the times. You can use your flashlight to illuminate the immediate environment. Because for those that don't know, this game certainly did not meet the ravest of reviews. The AVP game for the 360 era certainly was received a lot more positively than this one. So far, it has not seemed bad, though, in my mind. It has seemed like a perfectly acceptable, well put together game to me.
Looks like Ejected cryotubes.
We will see, I suppose. If a door has a flashing red light, it can be cut open or welded shut. Press X to use your welder. This process takes some time and leaves you completely vulnerable to enemy attack. Doors with a solid red light are locked and cannot be opened. Immediately, I didn't realize this game was co-op, though. Because obviously that other alien shooter game. What was it called?
Are you seeing this, Captain?
Not Dark Descent, obviously. I'm drawing a blank on what the other one was, but that one was also received much better than this one. And that one was a co-op game, emphasizing the co-op aspect heavily. Okay, nothing's in these eggs. They are empty. That's nice. Is that a sentry gun? No, it's a camera.
A camera?
This egg ain't open.
Where am I? Winner! Grab your torch. Get me the hell out of here.
Cut down keys, it says. I can't take the camera? Keys, where you at? Oh, here you are, bud. No, that's not you. Nope, that ain't you either. There you are. Hey, bud, you're gonna die in a not-so-nice way real soon, but... You know, just, focus on the happy thoughts, I guess. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, shoot that thing! Shoot that thing!
Whoa! That didn't go so well. I got it.
Come cut me down!
Didn't seem like the ultimate predator to me.
Come on. Come on!
Sephora Actual, this is Winter. I've located keys from Rhino 2-3. There's some bodies down here, but some are missing. There are 1 or 2 Marines missing from Rhino 2-3.
All dead. He's gone. Sit tight. I got you, buddy.
Winter, regroup what's left. Get him back to the hangar and the rest of 2-1.
No, he ain't making it back.
Engage.
This is keys from 2-3, sir. Our mission was to recover the flight data from the Salako.
Son, I gave you that mission and it's over. Now regroup and come.
We have to know what caused this. The flight recorder can get us that. With all due respect,
Sir, my squad means you shut your goddamn mouth and follow your orders. Actual out.
Hell with the orders.
Huh.
The flight wreck isn't too far from here. We grab it, link up with Rhino 2-1. O'Neill, you still there?
Damn. Are you guys on the way back?
No. You gotta buy us 10 minutes to grab the flight wreck. Our Marines aren't gonna die for nothing.
You've got 5 to get that recorder and get back here. Keep an eye out for Bella, Keys. Hoorah to Ash's Marine.
We'll keep an eye out. Thanks, O'Neill.
Jeez, this guy is, deciding to risk my life, too. Pretty selfish. Pulse rifle has an unbarreled weapon. No, underbarrel. Equip pulse rifle RB to fire its underbarrel weapon. Okay.
Contact! Contact! Here we go! Got another one! Swing it up.
know. So far, I like this.
The room with the flight recorder is at the top of the stairs!
I see it!
Yeah, the shield and health system really does make me think this is meant to be in the Doom, the Doom Quake saga, or not saga, genre. Sure.
Grab one mic, copacetic.
Copacetic. O'Neil, flight data is en route. 2 mics to you.
Affirmative, Winter. Just save the high fives for the bedroom. Get your ass back here.
There's no way the flight wreck didn't tape the assholes that did this to the Salako. If we make it back with this thing, who knows what we'll find on it?
The way he was just standing there with his hand out, waiting for me to give it to him. But yeah, it's not just the gameplay, it's like the way the story is progressing as well. Oh geez, close that on myself. Feels like the genre of one of those. Yeah, what was that, bud? Where were you looking?
Targets on our left.
Not something I want to do again.
We lost him.
Health bars divided into segments. I noticed, bud. Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be as easy to soft lock in this as it is to soft lock in Quake and Doom 3. Which, oddly enough, they have obviously, like, abandoned the gameplay style of Doom 3 completely. I still think it's, in terms of, like, tone and atmosphere, it's probably my favorite one out of all the Dooms.
You're late.
Like, I think the Doom world in general... The Doom world in general, in a situation where you're not, like, as overpowered as usual, you're not as, like, massively overpowered as the,
Are you out of your damn mind? Get to the umbilical!
as the Doom guy regularly is. It was a good combo. It was a good change of pace for Doom.
Goddamn door, Keys! Weapons hot! I'm putting a bypass.
But yes, I'm sure some viewers are seeing me post this video and being like, you know, aliens, Colonial Marines. Why are you playing this old, weird FPS strategy, man? And really, the real reason why I'm playing this, it's been on my list to play forever, but the real reason is I was trying to do some battle sector maps, and the game kept crashing, and I eventually just got frustrated and quit, and was like, I'll just do this later. I have now since realized, oh geez, I am dead. Hey, the door's opening. Come on, what is this? Just let me restart the checkpoint. I've since realized it's the new unit that has been added.
On the dropship.
The Biovore specifically.
damn mind? Get to the umbilical!
The Biovore specifically crashes the game occasionally when it does its Spore Mine ability. It's not all of its abilities, it's specifically the Biovore Spore Mine ability. Occasionally crashes the game. Which is unfortunate, because I was trying to show off specifically the new units in those videos. So it's like, well, what do I do now? Do I just kind of... do it again and just save periodically and hope for the best? That might be what I have to end up doing. Or just delete all the Biovores. Good thing the acid is not damaging in this, seemingly. Or else what I just did would have definitely killed me for sure. We did it.
2-1, pack it up and let's move! Flat wreck is en route to the Sephora. We did it, guys!
Rhino team, move, move, move!
Oh. This is a weird time to be posting the tutorial. What the fuck, game? That was so jarring. That was so tonally jarring of like, what the fuck just happened? I figured that thing was not going to like hold, but like the tutorial popping up at the same time as that guy's chest bursters coming out, which we knew that was gonna happen too. It was really the tutorial that, that screwed up the vibe there.
We lost the flight wreck. Keys had the recorder on him. It was all for nothing.
And me trying to get rid of the tutorial might have skipped that cutscene too, because I think we missed something there. It sure felt like it.
This is Sephora Actual. 2-1, can you read me? What just happened in the umbilical?
Actual, I got solid copy. We lost Keys. Pretty sure something exploded from his chest.
Is Winter with you?
Yes, sir. Any thoughts on the exploding chest issue?
All of our Cheyenne-class birds en route to provide Casevac and ground support. That's almost 80 Marines en route, and we gotta get them somewhere to land. The hangar's out of commission, but we got room in the cargo base.
Understood. We are heading to the cargo bay. 2-1 out. Something's...
Okay, why doesn't it actually show like my arsenal upgrades? Okay. I have one available. Alternate fire. Laser targeting. How do I change weapons?
Follow me.
Fuck, that's a grenade! No! Okay, the tutorials did not tell me how to switch weapons yet, but I have not even figured it out. I figured out how to change the pistol and then pull out a grenade. I don't know how to get back to my pulse rifle. Game. What have you done here, game? Why is it like this? Why has it done this to me? Purchase a marine weapon upgrade. Okay, so these are the things that will give me... Purchase a Xeno combat upgrade? Of all things to not tell me. Why is it not told me how to switch goddamn weapons? I mean, is the sight really gonna help? Rank up, or complete challenges to unlock. What's with the noise? Why does it sound like a heartbeat now? Motion tracker scoreboard sprint / zoom cycle. Equip tactical, toggle flashlight, select sidearm. Yeah, what if I don't want to? Weapon selection Y. Why am I dying? Or was I already dying? Probably already dying. Okay. I do like shotguns.
Sephora Actual, we're sending back a live feed. There's no way this is Colonial Marine tech. It's got way you marking, sir.
Oh, for a second I thought he was talking about the goop.
Everything is timestamped after we received the distress signal from, what's his name?
Corporal Hicks.
Actual, this is 2-1. What do you make of this? Sir, is there someone else on this ship?
I have Bishop sending a signal to weigh you. We ain't got time to sit around and play Sherlock. Get back to the cargo bay. Both of you. Out.
Oh, God. We are so screwed.
You know, the idea of him looking at this...
Solaire Actual. This is Bella from Rhino 2-3. Do you read?
Loud and clear, 2-3. What's your status?
Woke up gagging on a creature like a spider.
Oh, well, they're dead.
Face. It's dead, sir. I got separated from my squad. Any news from the rest of my guys?
Rest of 2-3 is presumed dead. I'm sorry, kid. Remnants of Rhino 2-1 are on their way to the cargo bay. Can you get to the cargo bay, 2-3?
Garnet? Keys?
It for some reason won't let me have my weapon out.
Actual, I'm not sure how to get there, sir.
You're the last of Rhino 2-3. Do your best. Get back here alive.
She won't. Or if she is, it's gonna be nothing but bad for you.
What's wrong?
Sounded like Bella. We had a thing, okay?
Oh, well.
What kind of thing?
A sex thing. Back it up.
Well, she's gonna die. And so are you, probably real soon. But not until after you find... You gotta see her die first or something. Oh, now you're telling me how to do melee attacks? I figured that out a while ago, game.
On your right! We need to reach the top of the gravity well! That'll put us right next to the cargo bay! They're crawling through the vents!
I'm sure they are. But yeah, what I was saying before the game started talking was, when he walked up, it looked like he was like looking at this goopy stuff and said like, that's definitely not...
Watch your head, ceiling!
That's definitely not marine tech or whatever he said. But he was talking about the Wyland-Yutani stuff. But it would have been funny if he was looking at the goop and thought it was some kind of technology he didn't recognize. The way it just tried to hide behind the desk. Alright, fine. I'll go first. Rank 3. This is a very odd level up system. Your active loadout has 4 weapon slots: primary, secondary, sidearm, and tactical. Oh, yes, this. Hold L to highlight a weapon slot, and the list of weapons available for that slot will appear. Oh. Oh, jeez. This is too much, is what this is. Look at all this. Some of this has got to be like the DLC stuff that it gave me for free. Yeah, man, like, not only did the DLC, like, the random, like, burst of DLC when I turned on the game catch me off guard, but when I loaded this game up in general, it was like, hey, you need to install a bunch of stuff for this game to be playable. It's like, what? How many years has it been since a game asked me to install a bunch of C++ and DirectX 9 stuff out of nowhere? I was like, Jesus, game. You make me want to just not even install you if you're gonna ask me to do a bunch of stuff like that. Dude, you gotta move, bud. You gotta move. You know what? Kind of game for AVP. It's actually a shame that it never existed, but then again, the thing I'm gonna bring up is the kind of game that really only existed for the specific games I'm gonna mention, which was like the Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, and Return of the King games. That kind of mission structure. Oh, we're going this way? That kind of level up and mission structure was pretty neat. Okay, how do we get over there? We went this way. I think we went this way and then we got distracted and walked back this way, right? No, I think we definitely... This guy just kind of being stuck here does not help. Alright, it's just gotta loop around, surely. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a melee-only game, but you could have, like, Predator levels that are mostly melee. But you could even do... Like, I was picturing that kind of campaign with that kind of style, not letting you play as aliens, but...
Cover me while I get her open!
But those games did have, like, a trident-pronged campaign structure where in Return of the King, it was actually like 3 separate campaigns, one for Gandalf, one for the Hobbits, and one for, like, Gimli, Aragorn, and Legolas. But in Two Towers, it was just like a single one, but still trident-pronged in the sense that you played as Gimli, Legolas, or Aragorn. You could do something similar. You could do something similar and play as, have like an alien, marine, and Predator campaign.
Salako Actual, we have arrived in the first cargo bay.
We make it to the control room, we can pop the doors and blow this shit out into the black!
You gotta run this stuff by me before
Wow.
you're speaking crazy!
That wasn't crazy. Referring to space as the black. And saying, before we pump it out into the black. That is a crazy sentence. Once again, this is not a bad game. Like, so far it's been fine. Everything's been fine about it. But, man, did the games in that era get judged so harshly and unfairly? Because in that 360 era,
Watch your head, ceiling!
In that 360 era, everything was compared to the highest of highs. Like when Gears of War...
Cover me while I get her open!
You bastard alien. That guy was the problem. He fucking left me. Let me get flanked. What an asshole. At the highest of highs when it came to the 360 era. When the franchises of Halo and Gears of War were at their peak.
In the first cargo bay.
People were brutal.
We can pop the doors and blow this shit out into the block.
On all other action
Run this
games.
stuff by me before you speaking crazy.
They would judge things based on how good they thought they were relative to Halo and Gears of War, right? It's like, oh, well, this sure isn't anywhere as good as playing through Gears of War co-op with my buds. You know, well, so it's terrible. That was the kind of logic, was that they would play this and go, not as good as Gears of War 1, must be bad. When that's not actually how it should work at all.
Cap door exit! Cover me while I get her open! Winner! Move!
I'm moving, bud. No! Out of my way, the loot! Or not even loot, ammo, but... But yeah, there was a lot of things that got judged like that. Like, Dead Space 3 was one of those, because Dead Space 3 was more action-oriented and had a co-op campaign, so... As soon as Dead Space drifted out of the survival horror genre and more into the action genre, everyone was like, this sure isn't Halo or Gears of War to me. Must be trash. Which is just not the case. At least the AVP game did not suffer that same stigma. The 360 AVP game, that is. But are you broken? What the hell are you doing, man? What am I supposed to be doing?
This is Raider 6-5. I have Sephora Actual in tow. Coming in for a landing, Winter. Copy.
Understood, Raider. The cargo doors are triggered to close automatically. So hurry
Right out into the black.
My breakfast. Everybody hang on to something!
Wow, that's a crazy fucking way to land a ship, lady. First time? Never done it before?
Winter made me scratch my favorite ship, sir.
It's your only ship, Reed.
We secured the boat. In minutes, this ship will be flooded with Marines. So let's go find Bella.
Didn't find Hick's shotgun and didn't find the audio log. Special projects challenge you to find legendary weapons from the Aliens film. Marine dog tags and audio logs. You can review... Oh, well, that sure is gone.
Somebody better tell me what the hell just happened out there.
Never.
Who the hell else is on the ship with us? We do not have control over the Salako's weapon system, sir.
We have hostiles firing on us. This is Raider 6-5.
Yo, what the fuck?
Remember your rules
Ah!
They're fucking shooting at us, sir!
Captain! We are under attack by human forces in the control room! What the hell is happening out there?
Don't know, son. Do not fire unless fired upon. Think you can get to the Salako bridge and destroy the weapons system?
Sir, how in the hell?
O'Neill, if you don't get moving, every Marine on both ships will die. Ignore that sounded like a question and move your ass, Grunt.
Yeah, especially once you get into this part of the game, I'm sure there's a lot of people that was like, sure wish I could crouch right here like Marcus Phoenix. You know? Unrelated to this game and how it will be remembered by history. And more onto the topic of the Aliens films.
A second volley of missiles just struck the Sephora. You need to consider a full evacuation, sir. I have no control over the weapon system.
Obviously, everything past Aliens is pretty divisive, right? The only thing considered a decent sequel past Aliens is Alien Isolation. And this is not counting, like, Prometheus and Covenant, because those are prequels, but for the sequels, there's things to enjoy about Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, but in general, popular opinion is that those those movies are nowhere near as good as Alien 1 and 2. Which is true. And most people feel that they, what they did to Hicks and Newt in Alien 3 is pretty unforgivable, which is also true.
In a storage room off of Cargo Bay 3. O'Neill.
All right, stand fast, kid. We're coming to get you.
The troops are Wyland-Yutani PMCs. Those are guns for hire.
Which means what?
It means forget the rules of engagement. They're trying to hide something, and we sure as hell ain't supposed to be up in here. So exterminate with extreme prejudice.
Roger that, Bell.
Oorah to ashes. Get it done.
Okay, you're telling me about grenades now? Assault rifle, pulse rifle. Let's see. Attachment. Increase clip size. Yeah. Let's get that. But yeah, where I was going with that, talking about the movies. Oh, you're gonna tell me about a grenade tutorial and have this guy run right where I'm gonna throw the grenade?
Shit, it's blocked. It's really blocked.
Let's not go that way.
Where I was going with that, though, is that there is this thing that happened in the history of Godzilla films, which is pretty unprecedented. I have not seen this kind of thing ever done before or since.
I loaded ordnance a bit during basic.
And it was after, it was after the era of, at least it used to be the most well-known Godzilla era, which is the one where Godzilla fought Space Godzilla and then he fought Destroya and died. And that was the end of that particular Godzilla. That particular Godzilla was like the hero Godzilla that spanned like 5 or 6 films, however many. Cargo door. Okay, you probably said what the hell I'm supposed to do here, right? Is there a switch? Is it this switch? Why don't you do it, bud? So eager for us to go through the cargo door, come on. Use the power loader. But yeah, so there was this era after that era. The Godzilla that was the hero Godzilla that spanned like a multi-film story was finally dead. Okay, LT to use the left arm. And then after that era, there was this era where they went back and they did like 4 or 5 movies. It was a lot of movies. All saying that nothing but the original Godzilla... All saying nothing but the original Godzilla was canon.
Jesus Christ. Can we catch a break?
Actual. Can you see this on our cams? Who are these people?
So it was essentially like, and none of these movies had to do with each other at all. So it was essentially like 5 reboots, completely unrelated to each other, greenlit at the same time. Which is unprecedented, right? Like, that kind of thing never happens. If they do a reboot, it's just kind of like one try and that's it. Like, hopefully it works. Like, when they did the Total Recall reboot and it didn't work, or like the RoboCop reboot and it didn't work, imagine if they had instead hired 5 different writers and greenlit 5 different reboots at the same time just to go, well, let's see. They've got to like one of them, right? You know? And I think that is genius. You could definitely do that with Aliens. Oh, face huggers. That's problematic. You'd have to decide whether or not you would want only Alien 1 to be canon, or if you decided that Aliens was going to be where you start.
Dr. Stanton, I'm rejecting your transfer request, and I'm rejecting it for one simple reason. There's nothing to be nervous about. I understand what you're going through. Believe me, a few weeks ago, I practically was. Assured, mind you, that our safety is priority 1. By now, you'll have noticed the extra security provided by our benefactors, and as long as the...
Too long. I see. This was the door. Flashing red light means I can use the cutter on it. Understood. Ah, I totally shot towards it. Wow, that got acid on me. The closed eggs have so far not shown any indication that they were actually going to, like, hatch, but I sure don't trust it. Man, this game is dark. Like, the fact that it's like this most of the time without my tiny flashlight on is certainly problematic. No idea if those eggs are gonna hatch and attack me, but that's the rule in the movie. Right? It hasn't happened yet in this. It hasn't happened yet in this, but that doesn't mean that was just... That might have been just to, like, establish a false sense of security for players that don't know anything about the movies. Or maybe they didn't bother animating the eggs. Maybe that was beyond the budget. Couldn't afford to animate those flappy things opening. Ran out of time.
Bella. Oh, come on. It's me. Oh my God, Bella. Is that the thing that was on your face when you woke up? Are you sure you're okay?
It was already dead, O'Neill. I'm fine. Alright, I pulled it off when I woke up, so nothing's gonna happen to me.
He's not fine.
Familiar faces.
Likewise. The Sephora's under attack, and we're on our way down to shut down the weapon system. You sure you're okay?
O'Neill, I'm fine. Quit being such a little bitch. Let's get moving.
Sephora Actual, this is Winter. We've recovered Bella from Rhino 2-3, but are being fired upon by Wyland-Yutani forces. Heading to the bridge. Please advise on fastest route.
Winter, move through engineering and head for the service rail, over.
Solid copy, Bishop. Heading to engineering. We'll update on status as it happens.
Door to door, Winter.
It is weird that Wyland-Yutani would be attacking us at all.
This is Raider 6-5. Just got visual on 3 Cheyennes evacuating Shrap heads onto the Salako. Hoorah. Friendlies, watch your fire and send those Wayu bastards straight to hell.
Now, about time we got some damn backup.
Why are we evacuating the Sephora?
Salako is firing heavy ordnance at it. If we don't get to the bridge in time, we're gonna lose a lot of Marines today.
2-1, have you made it to the service rail yet?
Almost there, Bishop.
And you know, the weird thing about Aliens, when you watch that movie, is the kind of like overarching evil organization that they imply, or that they emphasize in everything after that point, is not really that existent in Aliens. Like, it's actually just Burke. Like, Burke specifically is like a dumb asshole. And it's, you know, like, obviously they don't send mercenaries to the planet in the first place in Aliens. It's the Marines that go. And Burke is just like a corporate representative. Like, if they had mercenaries in the first place, why not just send them? Why not send them in Aliens? Instead, it's just Burke. It's Burke and Ripley, because Ripley agrees to the deal. But at the end of the day, it's just Burke, because Ripley doesn't go along with anything he tries to do.
This is Sephora Actual. Scramble anything you have to get our men out of there. Sephora, abandon ship. Repeat, abandon ship. All personnel on the USS Sephora. Captain's radio call is now Salako Actual. Over.
Salako Actual, it's Winter. We're on the service rail en route to the bridge. What's your situation in Cargo 1?
Winter, we're still sustaining sporadic fire, but stable. Bishop says the Sephora can't take much more of this before the reactor fractures and goes critical. Our boys are counting on you.
I'd be dying. I'm dead. I was being a little reckless there, but I was hoping a little recklessness would just get them to die faster. Just DPS it, but yeah, and when you watch Aliens and pay attention, like Wyland-Yutani are not the ones that really did much in there. It's all Burke. Like, you find out that it was Burke because colonists have been living there for 60 years, right? At the site that they found the alien in the first place. So, Wyland-Yutani clearly does not even know about that spaceship. What happened to the distress beacon? Why did the distress beacon go off? Why did they not find out about it anytime sooner? Who knows? But in the movie, they don't know about that alien ship until Ripley comes out of cryo sleep, and she tells them about it because she wants to like go destroy it or whatever. And then life goes on as normal. And then Burke, under orders of no one, Burke contacts the colonists to go check it out. Because he's looking for some kind of, like, exclusivity on the find. He's, like, looking at it as, like, a scientific discovery that he's going to have exclusivity on because he contacted them to go check it out. And that they were gonna, like, bring back something valuable, some alien, you know, something that he could then make money off of for the rest of his life. That's his entire goal. That's why he told them to go there in Aliens. It's the company is not actually involved. It's him. He's the one who did it. Of course, there's Ash in the first movie, who, after they find out about this thing, after they find out about the alien, shit! That guy dead or not? No, fuck! But yeah, Ash, after they find out about the alien, he obviously does everything he can to get the sample back to the company, and it makes it seem like, oh, maybe they knew all along this was here, but no.
Probably trying to disable the weapon.
He doesn't know about it until the distress signal. Then his programming kicks in to go check it out. And that's when he, like, devises everything that he's gonna do after they discover the distress beacon. So since nobody else discovers the distress beacon, nobody else goes and finds it. And then they don't believe Ripley. Wyland-Yutani doesn't even believe her. But I suppose after the whole aliens incident, then I suppose they would believe after that movie, so whatever they would do after that point would indeed be much different then from how they approached it in the past. And they obviously use, like, some kind of Marines in Alien 3 when they go, unless those are supposed to be Marines that they go to the prison with. That certainly didn't seem on the up and up when the man Wyland himself shows up with his own private army to secure the alien. keeps turning off the light on me? What's through that wall, huh? What do you see? What do your X-ray vision eyes see? All right, let's continue on this way. Tried to grenade launcher him, missed, and then I was out. I was hoping I had more shots, but I was not looking. I was just like, well, nothing's firing now. But yes, if you did do like 5 sequels, all unique, completely written by 5 different people, if you did do that, and based it off of Alien 1 instead of Alien 2, there would be the added benefit of that ship still existing. Right? Because that's the thing of, like, you just presume, I mean, they don't show it, but the planet gets, like, nuked from orbit. Doesn't actually get nuked. It, like, the site, like, explodes. They were gonna nuke it from orbit, but the site explodes at the end of the movie. Whether or not the ship was taken with it, we never actually see. There's never, like, a shot of the ship just sitting there and then the ship blowing up. But considering Wyland-Yutani doesn't just go back to LV-416 or whatever it's called, and immediately, like, oh, well, the ship was still there and there was still eggs in it even. Because that's the thing, like, you could even do a movie where you show what happened to the people on that colony. Because, theoretically, there was more eggs in that ship than colonists. Right? So even if the queen, like, moved into the that human area and formed a hive in there, even if she did that and started laying eggs there, there should still be plenty of eggs left in the ship. Unless those people, like, torched the ship at some point. This game is like Dead Space 3, though, where I'm already like, when are we gonna get to fight the monsters again? I guess Halo and Gears of War never did do that. They never just, like, make you go on a detour where you have to stop fighting the monsters and start fighting humans that just disagree with you. Just monsters all the way through. But yes, doing like 5 sequels off of Aliens, the second one. That would be a bit more problematic to do. Because obviously, the planet and the ship are gone. And all you have is Ripley and Newt and Hicks in the ship. And that is part of the reason that it was so hard to write a sequel for it in the first place. Which, yeah, like, so far, I mean, unless there was some lore I missed, which is highly possible. Maybe that log I didn't listen to fully. Nothing so far in this has explained how there are aliens still around right after Aliens. Firing at someone in there. Well, you know, it's too bad that there's like so many arcade games that have never come to like any kind of emulation, right? Like there's a lot that have just kind of been lost to time. I mean, lost to time's not the right. I mean, they are kind of lost to time now, unless you find like an old movie theater. Like a lot of arcades don't keep like cabinets that old. And like I went to this movie theater the other day that used to had this arcade in it. It was not an Alien game. There is a theater that I know about that had like a Terminator and Alien arcade game that like they just had it right out in the lobby. Nobody ever played the damn thing that I saw. But it's been sitting there for like 10 years. No, like never touched. They must just undust it, right? It's right out in the open, easy for them to get to. It's not like off in a hallway somewhere. But this other theater, the arcades have just slowly been disappearing. So I presume a lot of arcades would be that way as well. Because there are still some high-end, expensive arcades, but for the most part, arcades are not a big thing anymore, obviously. But there are some like ones that are viewed as like a luxury experience, unless you're thinking like Dave & Buster's. That's not what I'm talking about. There's some arcades that are like, they're not cheap. They're pricey. And it's because it's like some kind of like luxury arcade experience nowadays. And those ones, I feel like, probably did not keep things for like 10 years. So they might have like the latest Terminator and Aliens arcade game, but they probably don't have multiple arcade games, right? Of Aliens and all that. They probably just replace it. As soon as a new one comes out with the old, in with the new. So because of that, there's probably a bunch that I have missed out on over the years. Because what are you gonna do, right? You're gonna buy an arcade cabinet just to play some old Alien game? That's the only way you can get your hands on it because it's not emulated in any fashion. Okay, the explosion thing did not go off seemingly. I don't know how much I helped there. I don't think much. My loud explosions distracted him. I don't know if I did any damage to that guy. But yes, because there is this heavy, like, trooper here, that's actually more enemy types for the humans than we have come across for the aliens, which is weird. Especially since, like, Sega has cornered the market on alien alien games, rather. You would think they would put in more diverse options for them.
At each other. Who took control of the Salako weapon system?
I have a feeling we're about to find out. They're going to be guarding the bridge in force.
Shoot every last one.
Is the idea that there's only humans here, so they can't become anything else? Because, I mean, Alien vs. Predator Extinction found a way around that, where they say, oh, but the Hive can spawn Praetorians whenever it wants. It doesn't need to be from a certain host. And then the Praetorians can become really weird stuff.
They got auto turrets!
Shooting those won't do any good! Get around behind them and shut them down!
Really? Oh man, that sounds exhausting. I don't want to do that. What is this? Axe shotgun, underbarrel mounted, medium capacity. So this replaces my grenade launcher? I don't know if I want that. Haven't even used the assault rifle yet. But we could get more accuracy with the assault rifle? Sure. Even though we never used it. I did it.
Keep moving!
But then there's like... Then there's that Predator game that's like a VR experience that's only like a commercial VR experience. Like The Void or something. I don't know. The weird thing is it's on Steam, but it's only on Steam to like tell you you can't play it. That just must be where, like, if your business, if you have like a remote location of something, like VR location for something like The Void. Oh, great. What the fuck, man? Just turn the corner and that thing's looking at me. And it's one of the heavy guys, too. Well, that's a bunch of garbage. But yeah. What the fuck? You changed my weapon to a shotgun? Why? You turned off my flashlight, too.
Shooting those won't do any good! Get around behind them and shut them down!
I couldn't tell if it was looking at me. Oh, it's you. Where'd you come from?
Keep moving!
That was some long-distance hip fire that turned out to work out, oddly enough. What the fuck, Glass? You betrayed me, Glass. Yeah, that's how you get around turrets. Just run in front of them and hope for the best. What? That guy can, like, hop over the wall stylishly like that? How come I can't do that? How come the NPC plays like he's actually in Gears of War, but I can't?
Actual, we have reached the bridge, sir. We made it.
You're too late, son.
Sir, what the hell are you talking about? We're here.
Salako Actual, Mayday. The reactor is critical. There's nothing... I'm sorry, sir, but we couldn't... No! All hands, this is Salako Actual.
I think I missed it. I think there was a big dramatic cannon fire there that I missed.
Godspeed.
That thing's gonna fucking crash into us.
Guys, we failed.
That wasn't safe. We would have died too. That ship was gonna hit us for sure.
Status? Yeah, copy that. Winner?
I'm here. Getting a sit rep.
Salako Actual, this is Winter. Come in, over. Salako Actual, do you read me, goddammit?
Winter, this is Salako Actual. Glad to hear you upright.
Sir, we're at the bridge. Just got here too late.
Son, don't bother dwelling on it. It's over. We're now evacuating the Salako as well. Raider 6-5 will wait for you, but goddammit, son, don't make us wait for you. Actual out.
How far from the dropship are we?
Want that in meters or the number of things trying to kill us?
Same number?
About 400.
Man, that chest burster is sure taking its sweet time in this lady.
Still in one piece?
I mean, sure, it does take its sweet time in Alien 1 as well.
Let's go a different way!
Oh, you think?
Since the guy...
6-5. It's getting hairy as shit down here. You close? Over.
Define close, 6-5.
2-1. Defining close is kicking your ass in person. The PMCs are trying to take our dropship to escape. Get back here.
I am out of here with 20 mics. Be advised, shit's all exploding and shit. And we'll be there as fast as we can.
But yeah, since the guy gets to hang out and, like, get his last meal and everything first, even if it is a bad meal.
used to live there. How in the hell did we not know they were on the ship?
Because they didn't want us to know, kid. We stumbled on something we shouldn't have.
You know, the Godzilla thing, the weirdest thing is that they, even though they did that at that time where they greenlit like 5 at once, that has not stopped them from doing additional reboots throughout the years as well. They've done so many. Where they just go, the original black and white one.
Executed the pods. Get in the escape vehicle.
Okay, I guess we're not getting in there. But yeah, where they say that only the original Godzilla is canon, and they do another story building off of it. That is like a regular practice of them. That part kinda fucking sucked. The fact that I just had to stand there and take those shots while we did that. Well, they didn't even cover me or anything. There he goes, showing off that he can do that and I can't. She can do it too, great. Meanwhile, I gotta do this. Gotta peek over like this. Wow, look at them. They do have some kind of Gears of War system working for them. Like, they are actually peeking out as if they were Gears of War characters. Okay. It has officially been too long since we have fought an alien. Are we gonna land on the planet and have to go into the ship? That would be cool, I suppose, if we had to actually...
Bishop, this is Winter. Do you have a read on the structural integrity of the elevators?
Affirmative, Winter. They have power, but the damage is unknown. Would not advise. Over.
Trust me.
We actually, like, crash and had to go find that ship. That would be pretty neat. You know what we haven't seen, though? Like, we've seen aliens go to a planet where there's, like, a little bit of life.
Then we're here. After you.
Obviously, in, obviously, in Covenant, there is a lot of life on that planet, but it's still, like, the proto-xenomorph, the real xenomorph, is not birthed until the very end. It would be neat to see the aliens on a planet where they have,
I'm tracking hostiles.
you know, dozens of different alien variations. Instead of just like the main alien and then like a couple others. When they do like, oh, there's like 3 other ones in this game. Every game you get a couple other different ones. If you got like a bunch of different ones, it'd be real cool. You know, what happens when the alien derelict ship lands on Dinosaur Planet?
One less hostile.
Well, we finally are seeing a xenomorph again. Really? And I'm still being shot from above. Fantastic. You know, it is a shame that, like, games like Gears of War, when it comes to, like, genres that were copied by other franchises and all that, because that has certainly happened throughout the years, but for the most part, that does not happen. And I don't know why. Like, when you look at the gameplay of Gears of War, like, why nobody really copied that. There's been, like, half imitations, but never a full-on imitation. Obviously, the first FPS has been copied a million times to where there's obviously a ton of FPSs that play exactly the same, or just slightly different from each other, but the style of Gears of War game never really caught on. And I don't know if that's because of it's a situation like the Nemesis system where somebody trademarked something they shouldn't have, or what, but I suppose that's possible. But otherwise, just nobody's, like, Epic dropped the ball making every Gears past Gears 3. And just nobody else has bothered trying to make Gears games. Gears style games, that is. Like, same kind of gameplay. So there's like an entire generation of, like, video game enthusiasts that have never played anything like a Gears of War. They have no idea the appeal of it. And it just would be neat if there was things like an Aliens, Gears of War, and that kind of thing. Or any other franchise. Right, there's plenty of Alien FPSs out there.
Heard the automatic seal blow. Winner, run a bypass.
Roger that.
We did it. So far, there's not really been like a strain on ammo at all. There's been more than enough ammo for everything. Like, even though there's like quantities and all that, it has not really felt like I've actually had ammo restrictions at all. It hasn't felt like I was ever in danger of running out of anything. I know they went that way, but I want to see what's this way. Nothing? Great. I was hoping for some kind of secret. But yeah, there's the classic thing that happens right when when franchises reach out, when they, like, want to make...
How long we can keep the PMCs out of our ship. Once those mercenaries put us in danger, we are leaving you here.
Move as fast as we can, sir. There's bugs all over the ship.
I can't remember what it was. Somebody reached out to not Game of Thrones, to Skyrim, that, like, Bethesda, the devs that make Skyrim, and Oblivion. And I think this was back in the days of Oblivion. It might have been around when Skyrim came out, though. I don't remember. But they reached out to them for their IP, like, oh, can you make a Lord of the Rings Skyrim game? Can you make a... whatever it was. Whatever it was, I don't know if it was Lord of the Rings. It was something like that, though.
Do you hear that?
Somebody reached out wanting them to make that style game, but for their world. And Bethesda said no, because they're busy working on their own stuff. They're busy working on their own IPs, right? They're busy working on Fallout and Elder Scrolls, which, surprise, surprise, it turned out they weren't so busy doing that. They were gonna go fuck around with MMOs for 2 fucking decades and not do fucking shit. But that's an entirely different story. But even so, what blows me away about that is, like, okay, said IP wants a game in the style of Oblivion or Skyrim or Fallout, whatever. And you say your dev team is too busy with Fallout and, you say your dev team is too busy with Fallout and Skyrim and whatever, right? Just give your engine over to a different dev team that you, like, license to do it for you. Like what they should have been doing with Obsidian all these years. Like, how is it not, like, blasphemous that they have not contracted Obsidian to do another Fallout game this entire time, right? That we didn't get a New Vegas 2 in the Fallout 4 engine. That they didn't hire them to do anything with the Skyrim engine, right? Just do another Skyrim game, but, like, for a different continent, right? They could have done that.
Back to the cargo bay. We're stuck
Why did they not do that?
I just can't believe it. Look at our ship.
Our ship anymore.
And, like, even if you're not gonna, like, hire them to do... Even if you're not gonna, like, make a deal with them to do another Fallout game or Skyrim game, then you could have done that. You could have had them be the ones. If you say you're too busy with your main IPs, then have them be the one that does the third-party IP, but with your engine. They sure did fine with New Vegas. I'm sure they would make a perfectly fine Lord of the Rings in Skyrim engine game. But you know what it is? It's way too fucking late now. We're way past the point of no return for them to ever do something like that now. We are way too far gone for that to ever happen. They have made too many mistakes for too many years. It's way too late. We are now in the phase of studios shutting down left and right because the head honchos took the paycheck from
Get to the airlock!
from Microsoft to sell off the company when it turns out Microsoft was only interested in the IPs from the very start. And they're just cannibalizing studios left and right, and we're gonna get to a point where, like, Bethesda's gonna be like one of 5 left. And we'll see. Will Bethesda even exist 10 years from now? I don't know. If they keep making duds like Starfield, it sure is not guaranteed. right? If they had been contracting Obsidian all these years and had been able to take credit for things like New Vegas, because everyone knows New Vegas is better than Fallout 3. If they had done something like that for Fallout 4 too, where Obsidian came out with the better Fallout 4,
Get your asses in here so we can evac.
they would be in a better position nowadays than they are.
Doors. I think the ship is buckling on top of them.
The doors have an override. Winter, you will need to arm the emergency releasers on the cargo bay door.
Blassin'. Are we supposed to be getting in here or not? I'm just dying over here. What the hell, man? I think he said we had to do something. Maybe go hit a button up there or something. But when he told me to move, I was like, so I go back in the ship? But no, that was not what we were supposed to do.
Get your asses in here so we can evac.
Negative, actual. We can't remote open the cargo doors. I think the ship is buckling.
The doors have an override. Winter, you will need to arm the emergency releasers on the cargo bay door.
But yeah, hopefully Elder Scrolls 6 is good. Because if it's not, then you know, I don't know. Better cross our fingers for Bethesda if it's not. Really nowadays, anybody that's owned by a parent company nowadays is not safe. Like, it doesn't matter how tenured their company is. If you're owned by a umbrella company and it's not Nintendo, then who knows what could happen to you? I mean, at least in America. In Japan, things seem way more fine. America's what cannibalizes companies a lot more readily. Like, really, it's if you're owned by Microsoft. Sony doesn't do it nearly as much. But yeah, you never know. If Bethesda makes too many duds in a row...
There's no route to the other charge! Get on the crane and make one, Winter!
If Bethesda makes too many duds in a row... They might just liquidate the company and start just keep the engine and all the data at like some headquarters location and then just license out. Like, oh, this company's gonna make the next Elder Scrolls game. You know, just like Bethesda nowadays. They take credit for Doom, even though they certainly are not the inventors of Doom, obviously. But they sure act like they are. They act like they've always been the ones making Doom. And if anybody gobbled up, if they ever got rid of Bethesda, they'd do the same thing. Whoever was next would just act like they've been making Skyrim and Fallout games forever. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to be doing here? I hit the thing, now it says go over there. Okay, got it. You know, I don't know if the tutorial ever taught me how to jump. Right, there was never a message popping up talking about that. At least that I remember. Maybe there was.
Roger that, Winter. Strap in and we are out of here.
Oh, wow. Okay, I can't jump over that. But yes, I don't know. If I could have a Fallout or Skyrim-like game for any franchise, I don't know what I would choose. Because Terminator would be cool, but I feel like the types of enemies in Terminator are a lot less diverse than Fallout. It might just be like a much less diverse Fallout if you do that. It'd be like Fallout 4, but if everything was T-800s instead of synths and there was no ghouls or super mutants, right? Which doesn't sound that great. But there, we have landed on the planet. I feel like my hunch about us going to that ship has got to be right.
Yo, why are you looking at me? Tell me what?
What the hell is going on?
When you woke with the xenomorph on your face.
I told you, it was dead. There's nothing wrong with me.
Did its exterior resemble bones, white and colorless, like a spider with a tail?
Yeah, my throat hurt a little, but I'm fine.
Bella, you're gonna die.
How do we know that?
It happened to Keys.
How long?
Hours, maybe a day.
I'm gonna throw up.
We definitely missed some cutscene with Keys.
Let's move.
When the damn tutorial popped up.
Called Hadley's Hope, not too far from here. Well, what's left of it. Our shortwave's no word for shit down here. But we need to find a way to regroup anyone that made it off the Salako.
What happened to it, sir?
Best we can tell, the atmospheric processor blew like a 40-megaton bomb.
That doesn't sound too hopeful.
All we got, kid. Keep moving.
Sir, are you planning on talking about what just happened with Wyland?
I think it's safe to say that the United States Colonial Marines are at war with Wyland-Yutani.
Yeah. Besides something like Terminator, like Game of Thrones would work pretty well. It would have to be like King's Landing. I mean, The Wall as well, but like The Wall so you could go out and fight actual monsters, right? Like all the dungeons and everything would have to be beyond The Wall. But in terms of like your Imperial City from like Oblivion, that would have to be like King's Landing. And obviously they couldn't just make it so you could walk all the way across there. I mean, I guess they could. If they just shrunk the map down to make it so it was like a brisk walk up to the wall. But if anything, I was thinking like the wall would have to be DLC. Like a whole DLC zone, but I also feel like I said, the majority of the gameplay in terms of like dungeons and all that would probably be up there. Past the wall, so you kind of need it in the base game.
What do you know about the Marines that were sent here 17 weeks ago?
Same as you. 2 full squads dispatched with a Wyland-Yutani
escort and a civvy. The civvy, a warrant officer named Ripley. The shrap head named Hicks. A small girl. All that survived and made it on
They were in Fio landing on Ferry 161.
Are we to believe Wayland boarded the ship and brought it back here? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it most certainly doesn't. Eyes up.
Oh, so this is after. This is after Alien 3 then? I see. That's much different. Yeah, what is that right there? Is that just like a spiky, fiery rock, or is that supposed to be the remnants of the ship? No way. It's gotta be that we're gonna, like, wander around here till we find the ship, right? Either that or we're going back inside the facility that's been blown up from aliens. That would be weird.
I want to stick around and find out what it was. She might not look like much, but Hadley's hope might be the only thing that can keep us alive. We have an operations center to get up.
I mean, this is the Hadley's. Oh, this is the place that blew up, right? Surely you can't have any running electricity in this place after it blew up the way it did.
We got over 100 shrap heads to round up.
Mom, it's Anne. I know I said I wouldn't ask for more money, but I mean, we have to go.
But yeah, obviously Lord of the Rings would fit a lot better
Picking something up on my track.
than Game of Thrones would. It would work a lot better. Obviously, like, the dwarven mines like Moria and all that would work much better as scattered dungeons where you fight goblins and all that. Or a for an Oblivion / Skyrim like.
Jesus. Sort out your false positive. Damn.
Better get a welder through that damn door.
We need to get this up and running. Bishop, see what you can do.
Of course, sir.
Put the smart gun case on the table over there. Winter, see if you can cycle the terminal to power the table on. All right, get your asses back over here. Bishop and myself will shore up here and start diagnostics on any system that'll boot up. Bella and Reed will head out to the comm relay tower and secure an uplink to all our boys out there. Call them up. Get them back.
Sir, I'd like to go with them if possible. I can protect them.
Curb it, Nugget. You and Winter are gonna sweep the perimeter of the compound and plant motion sensors that we can monitor from here.
Understood.
We're on it, sir.
Yeah, maybe that was our ship that was all fiery and red hot. Just another section of our ship on the ground.
Did Captain just call me Nugget back there?
Affirmative, Nugget.
Let's get these sensors up ASAP. I want to get back.
I know you do, man. This protects us all, not just Bella.
Okay.
Bishop, this is Winter.
The first motion sensor is in place, over.
Roger that, Winter. You got 4 more to go.
All right, just got the second sensor up and running.
Affirmative, Winter. All clear.
Looks like somebody put up a hell of a last stand here.
The guns are dry. Every bullet.
You know, the planet...
Bishop, you should have a clear link to Sensor 3, over.
Clear copy, Winter. Sensor 3 has solid link.
The, like, temple at the end of Alien's Dark Descent, that place was pretty neat. It's a shame it was, like, not, like, fully realized. It was just kind of like a corridor to run away from the final boss.
Sensor 4 is operating at nominal.
Affirmative, Winter. 1 more to go.
Let's all sleep in that creepy science experiment lab.
I'll bring s'mores. Frickin' creepy.
How do we get over here? But yeah. It was not fully realized. It was just like a corridor for the boss fight since you couldn't actually kill the final boss. Which is weird. Like, you definitely could have, right? Just fire enough grenades in that thing, it's definitely gonna die. But they made it seem like it was invincible.
Actual, come in. We got Sensor 5 operational. You should be getting a perimeter. Report if nominal, over.
Roger, Winter. The perimeter looks good from here.
Bishop, what the hell is going on?
Power surge. Winter and O'Neill. The sensor in the morgue just went offline. Figure out what happened to it and get back to operations. Actual out.
You know, doing a direct sequel of Aliens would be pretty neat. Because you could play with stuff like, I don't know. You obviously probably couldn't get Sigourney Weaver and Newt and everybody else back. But if you're doing like a video game like this, then you could do something where like Bishop was rebuilt afterwards, have it be the same Bishop from Aliens. That would be pretty neat. You might even be able to do something where, if you said Alien 3 wasn't canon, where you make it an adult Newt that that is living somewhere and maybe has Bishop there too. He became like her butler or something afterwards. Housekeeper. That seems unlikely. But you could do something like that if Sigourney Weaver's not around.
Winter, O'Neill, your location has been compromised. Get your asses back to operations ASAP.
That is definitely what they missed out on with killing off Newt the way they did. Is that now they cannot do adult Newt. They can't have somebody, they can't replace the actress and they can't replace the actress and do a new set of movies.
Keep moving.
But yeah, that's the trade-off. If you do, I mean, I suppose if you were to greenlit 5 reboots at the same time, you could also just say that some can be with Alien and Aliens as canon, and some can just be with Alien as canon. But that's the trade-off. You say only Alien 1 is canon, then you get all the stuff at LV-416 or whatever it's called, and the ship is still there. You say Aliens is still canon, then you get Newt and Hicks, and you can potentially say they didn't die. Get off of me. Quit getting in the way of my shots.
Huts are dead! Slippery little bastards, aren't they? Winter, I saw an old sentry turret on your helmet cam. You remember where it was?
I do, sir. We'll run and grab it.
Roger that.
I think I remember seeing one in the main hallway.
Is this the main hallway? Where's that guy that was with me? Is he dead? No, that's gotta be him, right?
Follow me back. I got you slippery little bastards, aren't they? Winter, I saw an old sentry turret on your helmet cam. You remember where it was?
I do, sir. We'll run and grab it.
He's saying
Winter,
it
get
again?
that turret next to the ammo stash.
I think I remember seeing one in the main hallway.
Game? Oh dear God, okay.
Winter, get that turret next to the ammo stash. Winter, get that turret next to the ammo stash.
You want me to go grab the other one? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Nope. Oh, well, alright, what the hell? Guess there was no suppressive ability for that shotgun to stop that thing from leaping at me.
Slippery little bastards, aren't they?
Oh, I gotta get the...
I saw an old sentry turret on your helmet cam. You remember where it was?
I do.
Alright, I think that's where I'm gonna call it for now. We may pick back up with this game. We shall see, but for now, that's where I'm calling it. Alright, thanks for watching. Goodbye.